Hello, I'm Curtis Broderick from Epiconcept's Framework Group, and today I'd like to show you how to put in place announcements. This allows you to place announcements, usually on a home page, so that people see important information as soon as they log in. You can place the announcements on other pages as well, and in the case that you have different home pages for different user roles, you'll want to place the announcements on all of those home pages. Let's start by looking at my practice project, KTM, where I've set up some announcements. Here's my group structure and some of the people and roles in it. Let's log in as Valerie, the administrator at the level main. I place the announcement at the top of the page and set it so that just the title is visible. I can click on it and see the full message. Let's log in now as Gene, a basic user in the group South. Notice first off that his home page is different and that he has an extra announcement. That's because the administrator, Alice, set up a message at her level, South, for basic users. Finally, let's log in as Vincent, a basic user in the group West. As a basic user, he gets sent to the user's home page and sees the message from Valerie for all groups, which is for both administrators and basic users. But he doesn't see the extra message from Alice that is just for the users in the group South. You also notice that Vincent uses the English interface and sees the messages in English. This can be done through the translation system. Now let's go ahead and look at the role rights that need to be in place, and then we'll create a new announcement. Let's open up the administrator's role. We'll allow administrators to create, edit, and delete announcements. Let's go into the data table rights and find the table announcement. This should be set with read for all groups, write for one's own group, and delete for one's own announcements. Save that, and now let's open the role rights for a basic user. Let's say that they won't need to create or modify announcements, so we'll leave those functional rights unchecked. However, in the table rights, we'll need to check the read box for all groups so that regardless of the level of the person who makes an announcement, all users will be able to read it, if it is targeted to them, of course. Let's now log in as Valerie and create a new message. I'll go to the list of announcements and click on Add. Let's say that I want to remind all the administrators to turn in their travel receipts from a conference before the 10th of January. I'll enter the title and some details. For the start date, I'll leave it blank because I want the message to appear from today until the 10th. So I'll enter the end date of 10 January. If you'd like, you can use the start date to set up future announcements. I'll set the color to red. The names for the colors are merely suggested categories of messages. Selecting Info instead of Success only changes the color, nothing else. Further down we have options. I'll make sure that the title and message will be visible, but I'll keep the message closed initially. The user can click on it if they need details. I can also choose to display the start and end dates of the message if desired. Now, most importantly, who will see the announcement? As I said earlier, this announcement is just for administrators, so I'll select them. I could of course select other roles if needed. And finally, I need to select which group level I want my announcement to be seen at. Since I want all administrators to see it, I'll select Main. If I were the administrator Alice creating this message, I could only click on South since Alice is at that level. That's it. Let's save it and see if it works as planned. I'll log in as Alice, an administrator, and yep, sure enough, I see the announcement and can click to open it. Now I'll log out and re-log in as a basic user, Gene, in the group South. And sure enough, he doesn't see the message because he isn't an administrator. What you haven't seen, however, is how we place the announcements on a page. Let's go to Epicraft and open up the home page for administrators. We'll place a bulk item on the top of the screen, open it up, and create the item form.widget. In that, we'll place the simple command, placeholder, type equals notice. You'll want to do the same thing on the basic user's homepage as well, so that they'll see notices when they are targeted to them. That's it for how to make announcements. I'm Curtis Broderick. We'll see you at Epiconcept's next Voozanoo video tutorial.